Welcome back to another episode of the YuckCast. I'm Nick the Bullsand here with my fantastic co-host Shake and Bake and Cullenberger. Back at it again the day before the NBA draft. Excited to bring you guys episode 13 of the YuckCast.
Woo-hoo.
Bakey, how you doing, buddy?
I am good. It is beautiful out. Summertime strong. 4th of July coming up in like a couple of weeks. Yeah, it's a good time of the year. What about y'all? What are y'all up to? You got into Texas. You want to talk about that?
Whoa, yeah.
You got into your university.
I got into my dream school, man. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to get in, bro. Like, it's a really hard school to get in. Like, it's super tough. Like, one of the best schools in the country, top 20 school in the country.
Well, congratulations,
I'm really proud of myself. Thank you, Berg.
Right?
Thank you, man.
You gonna buy me a Durant jersey? Is that a no? Whoa.
Yeah, I'll get you a Durant jersey.
YuckCast goes UT. I like that.
Ooh,
Bro,
I like that. We need some from the dorm.
The thing is, in my head, I had accepted not getting in, right? Like, so my backup school was UT Dallas. So I had already picked out the apartment I wanted at UT Dallas. It was this dope spot. Had a basketball court at it. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to get into UT. Then I got in. I was pleasantly shocked. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. But it's stressful doing all the apartment searching. They go by really quick if you want to be close to campus. They're also pretty expensive if you want to be close to campus. But I'm working on it. I have one that I looked at today that I may be getting. So, yeah.
You've lived in a lot of different apartments. You've lived in like 3 or 4 already. Like, I don't know how you do that.
This will be my third.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Apartment life.
Too many for
me. You
me.
had a bad experience in one, but like, I don't know. Like,
I just don't even like apartments for general. Like, I like to be able to do shit to the walls and like do whatever I want and like not have to worry about
Most apartments you could do things to the walls. Like, they don't really care. Like, as long as they're small holes and not big holes. Like, as long as they're reasonable and you're not just putting holes in the wall for no reason.
But you gotta fill them in when you. I just like having mine be mine, and I know I don't have to like take shit down or ever have to move this, like move that. Like, I'm good. But yeah, that's just me though, I guess. But yeah, we got some good topics today. We obviously just talked a little bit about our lives. Last week, I know we were all watching the Fortnite Pro AM. It happened on the day the podcast actually went up, but it was super intense. Like, I was watching the little practice games they had. Like, it's crazy how big Fortnite esports is going to be. I guess we transition to that really quickly. But man, like, you saw Ninja versus, like, all these top streamers, and it ended up being him coming out winning. How much was it? Was it $1 million for your charity, I think?
$1 million.
$1 for his shit.
That's a lot of money. That's a good amount of money.
Come on, bro.
It sounds like you play Fortnite right now. I mean,
don't want to hear your Fortnite battle cries while we're recording the podcast, bro.
Right, I'm just excited. I'm just ecstatic.
I'm glad you're excited.
What was that?
See, that's what I like to hear. Like, he's excited. That's a lot of money.
The first thing he said in the entire podcast was, "Whoa!"
No, I said UT Nick.
Totally
the YuckCast goes UT.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got me.
He did actually. So
I don't
Thanks,
appreciate
Berg.
the slander. I don't
Let's
appreciate none of
get back
Berg,
on topic, Nicholas. What did you think of
sorry.
the event? I was loving it. It was entertaining. The only thing I thought, maybe they could work on the camera stuff. Some of those, like there was a time where Ninja was fighting, I think it was Myth or whatever, and we didn't get to see that shit. We had to watch, like, some other dude sitting under a bridge, and I'm like, really? Can we watch the fight?
It was the first of its kind having cameras on all 50 teams, all 100 players in the joint, so obviously it's very difficult to stay on the right people. And then I'm sure they had people who were their favorites, who they wanted to show because the celebrities were popular. And then people who, like, they weren't really planning on showing. So, like, you could definitely see that. But all in all, man, I think they did an amazing job. Like, yeah, what you said, we didn't get to see the Ninja versus Myth fight, which was unfortunate. But, like, if you go on Fortnite right now, like, the whole game of, like, Ninja's entire game for that final game that they won, the one that was the big charity game, you could watch his whole gameplay, like, the whole thing
on
start
Fortnite?
to finish in the replay mode on Fortnite, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Holy
cool.
smokes.
So, like, yeah, that's pretty cool. As I said, it was like the first big thing they've done like that, so I expect there to be some things like that, obviously, with more experience. They won't let that happen as much. But all in all, man, they did a really good job. Like, honestly, this is going to sound crazy, right? I was more, like, excited and more, like, I enjoyed that more than the NBA Finals this year.
I wouldn't go that far, but I enjoyed it.
Like,
there were some pretty good games in the NBA Finals. Like, the
competitive.
first game was really good. I think
that was the only
third
good
game or
game.
something was good. No, there was like two or three.
Yeah, third game was all right. There was
a couple good games.
Watching it, it was like Ninja was at the end of the third game, the big charity game, Ninja was at the bottom, like encaved in this 1x1, and Courage's team was at the top, and I'm like, oh, there's no way Ninja wins this. Like, Courage got the high ground, he's just gonna stay up there, build up, it's easy. Bro, but like then Ninja won it. Like it was crazy. Like it was wild. Like,
that was crazy. Like it was cool. Like, I don't know. It was just cool to see. Like again, I can't always follow and watch all these guys that stream, so it's cool to see everyone in one area. And you saw basketball players. I think we had. Was there any rappers? There was some music guys. I thought.
Yeah, Vince Staples was there.
Okay.
Dinosaurs was there as well.
Was Lil Yachty? Oh yeah.
Yachty was there too.
I knew there was a
Yachty
couple.
Didn't get much camera time though.
Yeah, I don't think he did. But I know Paul George got some screen time. We saw him
he got a lot of camera time.
Drummond as well. Drummond.
I didn't see Drummond on the camera that much.
Saw him a little bit. They panned
Kenneth Faried was on there a lot because he was
too.
on Courage's team,
and they played well. Yeah,
they were in end game of all three of the games, so
which was cool. But I don't know. I'm excited to watch more of this. Like I actually like this time I wasn't even gonna watch this, and then like I saw the tweet and I'm like, all right, let me check this out, and then I'm like, wow, thank God I clicked it. Like that shit was amazing. Like I was so not even interested. Like last week we didn't even talk about it on the pod. We didn't mention it. Now it's like,
we forgot about it. I wanted to talk about it, but
like we're gonna have to talk about this in the future. Like this is really fire.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then I was watching on my TV, and the Twitch app on my TV was running amazingly. Like it was really good quality. Like they did a really good job. The casters did a good job too. They had They had the OG
Justine
on there. I can't remember his
too.
name.
They had Justine
Dr.
doing the
Lupo
side
was on
stuff.
there. Yeah, Justine looking amazing as always, doing a good
cool.
job. Like,
do you have to sexualize her?
Right?
No, I just said she was looking amazing, doing a great job. It wasn't sexualizing.
Can she
her.
not just be good at her job?
She did a good job. I said that. There was some funny clips on Twitter. Like they did an amazing job.
They definitely did an amazing job.
I'm excited.
Looking forward to the 98 other million that they're gonna give, I guess, because they probably gave what?
Are you going pro?
No, I suck at
Yes.
I suck, and
me and my teammate Cullenberg are going pro in the duo side.
Y'all definitely aren't. That's definitely not happening. Let's just.
What are you saying? Yo, we have no reinforcement from Bake. Bake doesn't want to see us win at all, Berg.
I'm just keeping it real. You know those like sometimes when you're like your parents like they got to give you a reality check like. You're like, I want to be president.
You're not my dad.
Like, you're not going to be president. Like, your 2.7 GPA isn't going to cut it. Like, I don't know.
You're not my dad.
Sometimes, like, you got to get a reality check in here. But you do you, though.
Berg, we going to do it. We going to prove this hater wrong.
I don't think you are.
They made the announcement that it was solos and duos, which is pretty cool. That's what they're focusing on. And it's going to be like, no, you can't buy a spot on there. So, like, the big organizations can't just buy a spot. Like, everyone has to earn it, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I'm excited.
That was an announcement they made during the Pro Am.
Yeah, they announced the tournaments that you'll have to win your way into and stuff like that. And I think that'll be cool to watch. And, again, I'm sure you guys will try out for it, and hey, good luck.
Ninja's also doing a tournament for like Red Bull or something. I saw you.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yep, he got sponsored by them. That's big, and I mean, my goodness, they must be paying him so much.
I was just gonna ask, how much you think they paying him?
It's easily probably a couple million a month. Yeah,
definitely, bro. It's gotta be at least $1 million. Like it gotta be, right?
You think he signed a 7-figure deal?
I do,
bro. He's the biggest. Like with his interact, like he's the biggest person on the internet right now.
Currently, yes, but again, this stuff kind of happens. Sometimes it comes and goes. We've seen this before, like with other guys, where it's like they're the biggest thing out, they're popping, and sometimes it goes. But I don't think it will with him, just because Fortnite is so big, like, bro, and they're actually like doing more stuff and keep going. Yeah, I don't think it will. So
he's been the biggest thing on the internet for like
about
a few
8 months
now, too.
About 8
like,
months.
It's not,
about 8 months.
Like,
about 7 to 8 months, maybe a little less. Yeah.
Like that's wild. Like
yeah. It's cool to see.
Like I thought him streaming with Drake was gonna be like the peak of his fame. Like I didn't think he'd get any bigger than that. But like, he's continued to do what he does and grow. Like his Vegas event, that thing did crazy numbers. Like he's going crazy.
Yeah. So definitely excited for that, and also I guess I'm excited to see what's gonna happen this next season of Fortnite. They really haven't teased at like too much yet. Like. Last season, there was like meteors in the sky and all this stuff. There's 20 days left in the season, and we really don't know what's going to happen for the next season.
Something up on the TVs. It looks like almost the Punisher logo, but it's like a logo up on the TVs now.
like I know the
They
Rocket
put
today.
the sad ass Punisher in Fortnite.
But like they have to do something more than that. Like meteors hit last time. Like are we going up to space? Like something has to happen.
There's gonna be
missiles. What?
From what I've seen, is there's gonna be like some type of villain in this next one.
I saw
like,
the
there's gonna be
Rocket
some type of
and
like limited mode where there's like a villain, maybe similar to the
that
Thanos
sounds
mode.
trash. That sounds trash to me.
I
want like
some
some map
something about
changes.
some villain.
I want map
Or maybe
changes or a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know, man.
This battle pass was based on heroes, right? Maybe next one will be based on villains. So like we'll get like a Wookiee ass Joker.
Maybe I don't know.
A Wookiee ass Killmonger.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. I really don't even have a clue. I thought they were gonna do something with space eventually because the rockets and stuff and the missiles, but like they might just blow up. I still think they're gonna blow up something because that rocket had like a countdown timer that says 3 days from now. So it'll be interesting to see what I guess that is. But for now, we really don't know too much about next season. So we'll keep you guys updated if we find out anything. But yeah, that's it for now. A lot of Fortnite though. Excited. I'm still playing Fortnite. They added like a stink grenade. I'll have to try that out. I didn't get to play with that.
oh, did that get added today?
It did.
Bro, I just
like
got hit with that joint.
damage.
It's crazy. Like,
yeah, it does some
How
good
much
damage.
does it do, Berg?
I think it's like 8
that's
or 9 per
yeah,
second.
it's really aggressive. It's like a really
pretty
strong
good.
storm.
Yeah,
Because it stays there for like ever, and you just got to get out of your little fort.
it doesn't stay there forever. It's like probably like maybe
It doesn't
20,
stay there
30
forever,
seconds.
but if you stay in it, you'll die. So you have to move.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely would die.
That's
So,
kind of hard. How big of
it
a
is.
radius does it fill? Is it just like the 1x1 radius or?
Nah.
bigger?
Yeah,
couple
I'd
blocks.
say maybe a little bigger than like a 1
I think it's a couple blocks.
Okay,
Yeah,
so maybe a 2x2. Okay.
probably 2x2, probably. So pretty cool. They're always adding stuff, and I like that.
They're also in Fortnite. They're coming out with a few more new limited modes.
Oh, yeah,
I just saw
I did
this
see
on
that.
Twitter. They're coming out with some modes where essentially you're not gonna have as many materials to hold in your inventory, and you're not gonna be able to hold as much ammo and stuff like that. So that could be fun.
And I know there's I think a 20 teams mode right now going on. I think I haven't played it yet, but
Really?
yeah, I think it's teams of
That's
20.
been out a few times. I've never.
Nah,
played
it's different.
It,
This one,
Nah, it's
it
different.
doesn't
yeah.
have an ending circle. There's
It's
like
just
a last
whoever's
circle.
like last man standing. Yeah.
Yeah, and whichever team has the most players alive wins. So they put like a tweak on it.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that because I never actually got to play the teams of 21 before, so I think this will be a little bit better. I like the bigger team modes, even if it's just like 10 people on a team or something like that. I don't know, the teams are fun, so that's my aspect on that. And they've also been adding into Fortnite World Cup stuff. They added a new soccer stadium, whole bunch of skins that you can kind of customize a little bit and change the numbers and all kinds of stuff because the World Cup's going on right now. I've watched a little bit, not too many games. I know there was a big upset the other day. I think it was Mexico over Germany. I know that happened. I'm not sure how big of an upset that is. I don't really follow
Oh, it was a huge
football or
upset.
soccer that much, whatever you want to call it. But I did watch, the draw between, what was it? Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that Argentina and, who were they playing? I can't remember. But it was some underdog team, and they actually drawed with them. I will be watching Argentina's games just because of Messi.
Oh, you a
and
Messi fan?
yeah.
All right.
And then who else was I? I was trying to watch a couple other games too, but yeah, pretty interesting stuff with the World Cup. Again, it's not as interesting as usual because there is even no USA. Like they really couldn't make the World Cup. They trash ass squad. That's depressing, man. You got nobody to root for. Like it's just different. Like I
I'm
know
rooting for Mexico.
Landon Donovan, he had a thing where I guess it was like a sponsored thing with, I don't know if it was Mexico or somewhere. It was somewhere south of America. It was like a sponsored like ad tweet, and he was like, I'm rooting for them now. But it was like, what? You're on Team USA. Like, what? Like, yeah, I think he got deleted.
He's not on Team USA.
He
anymore.
was. He was for a damn long time.
He
Like,
was.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I think the last Team USA, like I think he didn't make the team.
I
He's
can't
old.
remember. It was
I'm
so long
pretty
ago.
sure.
I don't know. I know a couple of the bigger guys didn't make it and weren't on the team, but still, it's just weird to see like a former USA guy be like, "All right, we're rooting for." I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was like Mexico or Spain or it was I don't know what country it was, but it was wild. But yeah, that's going on. Pretty cool stuff there.
Who y'all
But,
rooting for?
I want to see Messi win, but that's just me. I mean, I like watching
What
Messi
about
every now
you?
and then.
What?
Who are you rooting for in the World Cup?
I'm not watching the World Cup.
He ain't watching that
No.
shit.
I told you that before we started recording this shit. Like, what?
We're only
Alright.
somewhat watching it. I mean, it's cool. I think, but also some of the games are on a little early for me. They're on. Some of them start at like 8, 9 o'clock, and not really trying to watch sports at 8 o'clock in the morning usually. So.
Shout out to Mexico.
All right, let's move on to the next topic, Puma.
Don't you support Trump?
Whoa.
Mexico shout out to wow.
I don't support Trump. All right, so we got news over the past week or so that Marvin Bagley was going to sign like the biggest shoe deal ever since like Kevin Durant did with Nike, like the biggest rookie shoe deal since Kevin Durant's with Nike with Puma. And then yesterday, I think we heard news that DeAndre Ayton, who's probably consensus first pick in the draft, he's most likely going to go number 1, also signed with Puma. And then we also got news that Jay-Z was named like the president of something for Puma as well, for like the Puma basketball division. So Puma's really trying to jump into the basketball division of things, trying to get basketball shoes, obviously. They're paying Bagley and Ayton a large sum of money to get in there, and they'll probably get some current athletes as well. But what do y'all think about that?
I'm excited. I mean, I like seeing new basketball shoes, new brands, stuff like that. Should be cool, and it's nice seeing some of the younger guys, especially if they're going to be stars. But if these guys really don't pan out, then it's like, so it's a little risky with them being, draft picks, because like you never know. Like some guys look like the next big thing, and they're just not. But I am excited for that, I guess we'll say, just because of like the prospect of, hey man, we could have a whole nother shoe company out here with new kicks, nice shit to wear. Like, that's just me, man. Puma actually has nice shoes too. Like, they make some nice shoes. They make nice cleats too. Like, I think they're more of like a foreign company, to be honest. But
yeah, they've always killed it in like soccer. Like I had a lot of friends growing up who played soccer, and like Puma was like top of the line soccer cleats. Back in the day.
Like, so they're a good company. It's not like they're like a random company. Like I know back in the day, Klay Thompson said he wanted to be the Michael Jordan of Anta. I don't know how that's going.
They be paying him a bag. He be
I'm
going
sure he's
crazy
getting a ton
in
of money.
China.
And
Anta goes crazy in China, babe.
Does it? Yeah. See, I don't know that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how it's going.
Going to China every summer and having the time of his life, just selling a ton of Anta shoes.
Bro, I remember that clip where he fell backwards trying to dunk. He got rim blocked. That's what I remember. But they're getting the bag, I'll tell you that. Like, that was the reason why Ayton's signing with them. He literally said, like, it's all about getting to the bank or something, he said. Like, getting the bank. So, kind of funny and
I
definitely smart.
I want a better answer out of my first pick, honestly. Like,
I don't. He's trying to get money. It's a business.
I thought he couldn't have just said, like, I want to, like, he couldn't have gave the bullshit, I want to start something, and, like.
It's a business.
That would have been a cooler
it's all
answer.
Business. The NBA at the end of the day is a business.
He just said he took whatever the biggest deal was. It's lame.
Hey, that's money. That's how it goes sometimes.
I would have rather had him just lie to me, bro. Like
I wouldn't. I like the honesty right there. And then also Trae Young apparently signed with Adidas, and I think Lonnie something signed with them too. I don't know his
Walker
name.
The fourth.
Probably, yeah. I quickly saw that tweet. So
who did he sign with?
With Adidas, I think.
They signed him. He's probably not even going to go to the lottery. If he does, he's going to be late.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm just reporting you the news.
Dog.
But Adidas is cool. I like Adidas.
Decisions are trash. Why?
I like their
Trae Young.
What's wrong with Trae Young? That's a good pick.
He has like, in my opinion, he has one of the most bust potentials out of the top 10 picks.
I would not agree.
I guess he has a high ceiling though, and he's one of the biggest.
If I had to pick anyone, I'd probably pick the European Doncic. If I had to pick anyone, just because if I had to pick anyone.
Okay.
But I mean, that's not saying he's gonna be a bust.
To give a shoe deal.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's a little different then.
I mean,
I was talking about bust potential.
The thing about Doncic though is you're right. He comes in with a lot more fans because like everyone from anywhere in Europe is going to be rooting for him if they're.
I'm just saying bust potential. I think he's more of a bust potential than Trae Young.
Oh no, bro. Doncic set records. Like he's done things in Europe in the highest European league that's never been done. Like he was literally the MVP.
I know, but
like,
there's been guys who've been really good in Euroball and they've come over and have not translated. It doesn't always translate.
There's different. No way he has the big. Like,
there's differences in size. There's difference in speed. It's a totally different game. Like a lot of differences. So let's talk NBA draft. I guess since we're already on it. Like anyone you're looking for, anyone you're excited to draft. Like what pick did the Bulls have? I don't even know. They top 7.
Bulls have 7.
So who are you looking for the Bulls to pick? Because usually when the Celtics are at Lotto, which they were the fast few years, I was like, oh man, who are we getting? We getting this guy? We trading it? What do you think they do with the pick?
Well, we're not gonna trade. The only possibility of us trading it would be us trading to get a better pick. I know Memphis is trying to maybe move their picks so they could get rid of Chandler Parsons because he has a really bad contract. But I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't think that'll go down. Like I think the potential of these players in this draft outweighs his crappy contract. But who I want either Bamba or Michael Porter Jr. Either of those guys, I would be ecstatic with getting. Honestly, like I think they both have crazy potential. I think they're both going to be really good in the NBA, and they both fit the Bulls, what the Bulls are trying to do really well. Because, like, realistically, the Bulls don't need a power forward. We got Larry Markkanen. The Bulls don't need a two-guard if we're planning on keeping Zach LaVine, which all signs have indicated that we are. Point guard, Chris Dunn. Yeah, like, he showed a lot of promise last year. I don't think we're going to draft a point guard. So, yeah, I think it's just who's ever there, honestly, in the small forward and the center position, and I hope that one of Michael Porter Jr. or Bamba is there. If not, we'll probably draft Wendell Carter or Michael Bridges.
I mean, it's sad because the Celtics don't have a top pick. Like, we're so far down. We have 27 as our top pick right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade up a little bit and move some stuff because they have a lot of future picks. But Michael Porter Jr. looks like a really crazy pick. He looks pretty good. I know a lot of Cavs fans want him. But apparently he came out, I think the other day, and said, I think he said Durant was better than LeBron, and I guess that got people upset. What else happened recently? Oh, the Raptors apparently might be trying to get into the top 10, and have reportedly said nobody is off limits for a top 10 pick. So, like, well, I don't know. They might do DeRozan for, like, a top 5 pick. Like, pretty crazy. Yeah. That hasn't happened in a while.
I don't think a team in a top 5 team would trade their top 5 pick for DeRozan.
What about the Bulls? You don't think the Bulls would trade 7 for him?
No, the Bulls would not trade 7 for DeRozan.
Why not? That's a guy who could score 27 a game.
We don't need DeRozan on this team right now. He'd make us
starts the rebuild a lot faster.
Team.
That starts the rebuild a lot faster.
Playoff team. Like getting DeRozan right now wouldn't be smart.
How much better are the Cavs with DeRozan if LeBron stays?
Not much. I mean, they're better.
DeRozan don't be doing nothing in the playoffs. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do in the regular season. It's about the playoffs, and DeRozan, thus far, hasn't done nothing in the playoffs.
But he's had good games at times, but he just is not consistent.
He ain't won nothing.
Well, I mean, you could say that about anyone besides LeBron and the Warriors if you really want to say that.
They've been a top 3 seed in the East for the past 3-4 years, and they haven't won nothing. Like
I'm just saying you can make that argument. You can make that argument for literally every team, but LeBron James and the Warriors over the past 7 years.
Yeah, but they're not showing promise. Like they're not getting better. Like their core is not getting better. All of their core are at the peak of their career or declining. Like Serge Ibaka not getting better. Kyle Lowry not getting better. DeRozan not getting better.
63 games this year. Pretty good.
Yeah, and then they were terrible in the playoffs. Like they should have lost.
They fired the coach. They changed the coach, and they definitely shouldn't have lost.
The coach was good. Like that's not. I don't know. I don't think DeRozan warrants a top. I mean, maybe the Cavs make sense if LeBron's gonna stay. That's a good point. The Cavs do make sense if LeBron's gonna stay. But I don't think he will.
I don't.
Maybe if the Knicks think they could do something in free agency, they have the 9th pick, I believe.
Yeah. But I just know Toronto's looking to move in there.
I can't see any of the teams in the lottery currently doing in the top 10 doing that, other than the Cavs and the Knicks, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of the other teams that are up there.
Like the Grizzlies, I guess if they're really trying to win now, they may do that if they give up the Grizzlies, they may give up Chandler Parsons and that number 4 pick. I think they have 4 for DeRozan because they have a good team. Like once Conley gets healthy, they believe that they could possibly make the playoffs this year with Conley and Marc Gasol. I don't know if I agree with that. I think Marc Gasol's washed, but
they usually make the playoffs though. That duo when they're healthy.
Yeah, I know. For whatever reason, that team always makes the playoffs. I never know
well
how
coached
every year,
and
but they
well
do.
Put together.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think the problem with the Raptors, just quickly touching on that, is they build the wrong way. They're building for a 11-man, 12-man deep rotation, whereas in the playoffs it goes 8 deep usually, sometimes even less than that. Mm-hmm. And so those guys are talented, but you have to get something back to them. You need to get A talent, not B's and C's in the NBA. That's what it's all about. It's getting A talent, stacking up in the roster. And they had a lot of B talent, and they still do. Yeah. So, I mean, if they could package some of that B talent, keep DeMar DeRozan and Lowry and maybe get some younger guys that might actually not be bad for them. But I don't think that's what they're going to do. But I'm excited just to see who goes first. It looks like Ayton's going number one.
Ayton's going
looks
first.
like Ayton.
Berg,
but then after
who do you
that,
want your Mavs
it could
to
be
take?
a lot of things happening.
Who do you want your Mavs to take, Berg?
Michael Porter.
Okay, nice and short. He wants the Mavs
Bro,
to take
I just saw on Twitter that Bamba doesn't want to work out for the Grizzlies.
Well, he doesn't want to work out for a lot of teams. He wants to go number one, and he thinks he's going number one. He probably knows. No, not Bamba. I'm sorry, I thought you said Ayton.
No.
Bamba's probably going
Ayton
top five
is going
too.
number one.
Bamba's probably going top five.
What?
I feel like too. Bamba.
Okay, the thing is, to me, there are 6 elite players in this draft. Right? There's Ayton, Bagley, Doncic, Jaren Jackson, Bamba, and Michael Porter Jr. Those are the 6 best in my opinion. And unless Trae Young or possibly Wendell Carter jump into the top 6.
Trae Young's probably going to go in 6 to 7, maybe even 8. I think he'll go around there.
I hope he does. I hope Trae Young jumps into there because that means the Bulls are going to get one of those 6, and I would take any of those players.
Yeah, or you take Trae Young.
I don't want Trae Young.
Really? Ah, man,
I like Chris Dunn a lot. I really like Chris Dunn.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
And I think Trae Young, he could have an amazing career, but I also think he has like some of the highest bust potential, as I said. Like I think him and Jaren Jackson are the 2 guys that I wouldn't be surprised if they busted. Like
there was reports a while back too. The Celtics might want to get up and go get Bamba because he's nasty,
I was seeing that the Celtics wanted Bamba.
I saw that a while ago. I didn't really like the reports because apparently it meant Jaylen Brown for a top pick, and I don't like that. Why would you trade someone who's already good as a like a third year player?
Because you have that problem of having a bunch of small forwards in the team, and it's
not a problem. Not a problem.
I think you're gonna have to. I think at some point the Celtics are gonna have to pick between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum's the easy decision.
It's an easy decision in that case, but they're not going to have to because the guys can play any position 2 to 4. They can play any position.
I don't think they're going to keep both of them. Like I don't think
they will.
With Gordon Hayward, I don't think they will.
I mean, I think they will. For Gordon Hayward's contract, it's only like a 2 or 3 year deal. It's not a big year deal.
He got the max.
He can opt out though. It's a player option opt out, and he probably will.
He ain't opting out unless he's playing out of his mind.
Trust me, there's a player and team options in that deal. He could opt out after 2 years, I'm pretty sure, or 3 maybe. But it's not like a super long max deal. It's not actually. It's pretty short. But I really don't think that's a problem again because you could play with 3 wings at a time, and that's all 3 of them. So unless they make a trade for Kawhi,
I'm not saying they can't make the lineup work. I'm just saying I think eventually they're gonna make the decision between one of the 2. I just think salary wise Ainge said he doesn't mind paying the luxury if they're winning championships, but at the end of the day, it is a business as well. And I don't know. I think Jaylen Brown at some point is going to be out of Boston. I don't think he's gonna be there forever.
Don't agree with that necessarily, but I mean, I think if a Kawhi Leonard trade comes around, he's gone. And I think if it's him for Kawhi Leonard and someone else on the team that's not that great, I think Kawhi Leonard is here, and I think Jaylen Brown's gone. Could happen. There's a very good chance, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is at the core of any Celtics trade they would make for an elite player, elite pick. Jaylen Brown is the main piece in any trade that the Celtics would possibly make.
We've seen it before, where pretty much every year there's been that potential for a trade, and hey, last year it happened, and it could happen again this year.
Yeah.
Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Kawhi Leonard came here because I saw a report the other night that said they did not want to trade him to a Western Conference team.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
So who the heck are they going to trade him to? The Sixers or the Celtics? That's really all there is. And the Celtics have way better ammo for a deal than the Sixers. That's just my opinion.
I wouldn't be... the Sixers have a ton that they could trade.
Like what? They going to trade Embiid? They going to trade Simmons?
No.
What do the Sixers have to trade? Fultz?
They have nothing to trade.
They have Fultz, they have Saric, they have Covington.
I'm not going to lie.
Fultz still has a ton of trade value.
Fultz has some value. Saric has
a ton of value.
But Saric is not going to be like an NBA superstar. He has no potential for that.
He has trade value, too. They also have a good pick. They have, I think, whose pick do they have next year? They have a pick that has a lot of value.
They have the 10th pick this year, or the 11th pick this year. It's not that high up.
That holds value.
They have the Lakers pick
the Sixers could definitely make it, they could put together the package to do that.
I'm not going to say no to that because we saw last year where Paul George was traded for what looked like a bucket of balls at times with Oladipo.
Well, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen from the Spurs.
That definitely could happen. That definitely could. 100% could.
No.
They could just get frustrated with him, know he's leaving, and they trade him for just anything. That could definitely happen.
The thing is, though,
happen to Paul George.
A year from, like, if you just rewind a year ago, Fultz was the consensus number 1 pick. Like, when the Sixers took Fultz number 1, there was no one that said, that's stupid. Like, Fultz got injured, but when he was playing, like, when he played those last few regular season games, he showed really good flashes. Like, he still has a ton of potential.
Oh, yeah, he has potential, but I just think the Celtics have way more to offer. But that's just my
So, a Celtics package, they have Jaylen Brown,
they
Terry
have a
Rozier
top
as
pick
well.
next year with the Kings pick. Kings are going to be
They have the
Dookie.
Kings. Is it lottery protected?
It's top 1 protected. So as long as it's not number 1 overall, the Celtics get it.
Okay. Then
they also have the Grizzlies pick next year, which is, I think, top 7 protected. And then they have, I think, the Clippers. The Grizzlies and the Clippers first round pick next year. And I think
both of those are probably going to be in the high lottery.
And one of them's top 7 protected, so it might get bounced next year. But still, they got a lot of picks. They got a lot of young players. They got, even if they really wanted, they could trade Kyrie. I would be totally against that, though. I see no point in that. That sets us backwards. I don't understand that. Trading Kawhi for Kyrie is really head ass, in my opinion. Even if Kyrie's leaving, I think that's head ass. But yeah, looks like Kawhi Leonard's getting traded. That's all I'll say. I mean, I'd be really shocked if he stays, especially with how things are going.
Bro, I wouldn't be that shocked if he stayed.
Like, I would. They didn't play him all last year.
No. To less of an extent, the same thing happened with Aldridge last year. Like, Aldridge said he wanted out.
It wasn't even close to this,
Pop was like, Pop talked to him. They worked the differences out, and Aldridge was super happy in San Antonio this year and had a bounce-back year and had a really good year.
It's so different, though. Like, it's so different. It's something's
up with that.
I
agree that it's different, but I wouldn't be shocked if they made it work. If I were to be a betting man, I would probably say I think Kawhi gets traded, but I wouldn't be that surprised if they worked it out.
I would definitely bet on him getting traded.
And I don't think the Spurs are just gonna like take any trade, just be like, oh, we got to get rid of him.
I think at some point they might. I think they might.
Like, they're gonna get back some fire.
I think they might at some point just be like, this guy's getting on my nerves. They might just get rid of him. And again, they'll get something back. They won't get nothing. They're not going to get... Again, I mean, the Pacers got Oladipo. It didn't look like it was going to be something.
The Pacers trade worked out for them very well,
it worked out for both teams. Like, both teams got better with it.
I don't know if it worked out for... I don't think it worked out for the Thunder. No, it didn't.
I mean, Paul George played pretty well.
Okay, wait.
Unless he stays,
if Paul George leaves...
If he stays, it really worked out for them. So... I mean, that's up to them. They have to
I don't even know if he stays because Oladipo had a better year than Paul George this year. Like,
he did, but I mean, he wasn't having those type of years in OKC. And if he had stayed there, he probably wouldn't have had that type of year because of Westbrook. That clearly didn't work. Oladipo's a ball dominant guard. And needs to have the ball more.
Oladipo also did a ton. Like, Oladipo changed his body up a ton in the.
That's why I'm saying he wouldn't have had that type of year there. He wouldn't have had that type of year.
He might have had, he may have did that in OKC this year. You don't really know.
I don't think he would have.
But
I don't think he would have. It's just my thoughts. I mean,
history shows he what's his name? Sabonis. Sabonis played well too.
He did. He played solid. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying you might get it. You might see a deal for Kawhi that's kind of a head scratcher, and then hey, maybe it turns out well for them. I mean, that's just how it goes in the NBA now, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the Celtics could trade a young package like that with Jaylen Brown and.
I could definitely see Rozier and Jaylen Brown going. And maybe a draft pick, one of those picks I labeled.
The thing is, Kawhi, first and foremost, it's not a contract year for Kawhi, I don't think. And
it is a contract year. No, it is a contract year.
Okay, well, regardless, Kawhi is levels better than Paul George. Like, when healthy, Kawhi was a top 5 player in the NBA. Like, Paul George has never been top 5.
Paul George might have been. He was pretty close, actually.
Paul George,
at one
Kawhi
time,
is, like,
definitely
far superior to Paul George.
Before he broke his leg, he probably was pretty close to 5.
He may have been on like the way to being top 5, but I don't think he's ever been a top 5 player in the league.
I think at some point he probably was.
He probably peaked when they were 15. Like, he's
no,
ain't no way.
When they made the Eastern Conference Finals and they were balling out, he was playing well. And then even when they got swept, he wasn't the best
player on that team there. Yes, he was.
I don't know. He was really good for a while. Like,
but those
he was definitely
teams
on that
built
cusp
really well. Like, they had a squad.
Yeah, they were built pretty well. But again, I don't see him going to the Lakers. I mean, they have a lot to trade, but it seems stupid to trade Why would you create a super team with the Lakers when you already have a super team with the Warriors they have to deal with? That just seems so dumb, in my perspective, as San Antonio. Because right now you already have to deal with the Warriors. Why would you trade him to the Lakers and then LeBron and Paul George sign there and some shit like that happens? Now you got 2 Warriors that you got to deal with. Like, what? That just seems so head-ass.
There's a good chance if the Spurs are trading Kawhi that they're ready to finally be bad for the first time in 15, 20 years.
I don't think Greg Popovich would do that. I don't see that happening.
Maybe Greg Popovich retires. Like,
I don't think that's going to happen. I know he lost his wife last year. I imagine he's pretty invested in basketball right now. And
I don't know. I haven't heard anything from him. The only thing I've heard recently about him was that he was going to do a meeting with LeBron. But
yeah,
like if the Spurs could just say like we're just gonna trade him to the best offer.
They could. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it happening.
The Lakers can put up a pretty good offer.
They could. They definitely could.
Apparently the Spurs don't want Lonzo Ball, but an offer of Ingram, Kuzma, and maybe a pick, like that's a pretty good offer.
It's a lot though. That's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah. Ingram, a pick, and Kuzma. Kuzma was good for them. So was Ingram. Ingram's finally starting to look better.
The thing is, okay, Ingram has mad potential, right? But the consensus on Kuzma is since he's already 23, like a lot of people, I say this, and I like the people I've talked to, a lot of people agree. We don't think Kuzma's gonna get that much better.
I disagree. I think he will get better.
Okay,
but that's just my thoughts.
I don't think Kuzma's gonna get that much better. So, if I'm the Lakers, I'm definitely doing that trade if we think LeBron's coming too.
Oh, of course. I'm sure they do think I'm sure most of the teams right now who have a shot at LeBron probably think he's coming there.
Dude, do they actually think that? Like, the teams who don't really have that good of a chance, like, they actually believe, like, yeah, we're getting LeBron, or are they just saying that to, like,
let's bring it back to the Durant thing. So, when Durant was going to leave, Washington thought they were going to get him. The Celtics thought they were going to get him. The Warriors probably thought they were going to get him, and I'm sure OKC thought he was staying. That's 4 teams right there.
Did they actually think that, though, or is that just, like, what they put out? Like,
that was, like, for a while, all those teams that took meetings with him probably thought they were getting him. Like they probably thought, like, we have a 90% chance of getting him. Like, I guarantee OKC thought he was staying. Like,
okay, yeah, OKC definitely thought he was staying.
The Celtics really thought they made a good pitch, and he was apparently down to them or the Warriors. So, I mean... I really do think.
See, like, every year,
apparently down to that.
Like, there's always mad teams doing meetings with players. Like, apparently the Clippers are going to get a meeting with LeBron. I don't think there's any way LeBron goes to the freaking Clippers.
All right, I don't see either. I don't see that either. I see it being either the Lakers, I could see the Spurs, I could see Houston, I could see the Celtics, and who else? I really can't see Cleveland. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't see him staying there. I could see the Sixers as well, I guess, but... I can
see the Sixers.
I could see it. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think he's probably going to go to the Lakers now, and it is what it is, but, I mean, it's looking that way.
I really don't know. Apparently, I saw this earlier on Twitter that, like, Chris Paul has committed to re-signing with the Rockets, and he wants to get LeBron.
I did see that. I also saw earlier, like, apparently Chris Paul was saying that he wasn't coming there. Like, I'd seen that.
Yeah, like, I saw like a week and a half ago or like a week ago or something that Chris Paul, like, is demanding a max deal, like the super max deal.
So, like
I don't know.
And I don't think they can't pay him. They can't pay Capella and all these guys. Like, I don't think they have to pay Capella.
I think everyone thinks Capella's out of there.
I guess so.
But it'll be interesting to see who the suitors are for Capella, because originally the Suns were going to offer Capella a max deal,
but now they have
Ayton with the number 1 pick.
So lots of free agency going on. They're not going to throw
a bag at Capella.
Some crazy stuff with free agency. This is going to be one of the biggest years ever again, because we've had LeBron. Wild. Whenever LeBron moves, it's usually a crazy year. But like, he can move anywhere. Like, before, you kind of knew like he was going to go here, here, or here. Like, you kind of had a thought process with that. You don't know where he's going, really. Let's keep it real.
I mean, it's down to like 5 or 6 teams.
It's down to about 5 or 6 teams.
Bro, in 2010, there was like 5. In 2010 it was the Bulls, it was the Knicks, I think the Nets, the Heat, the Cavs.
The Nets did think they were
like,
getting him. The Nets definitely thought they were getting him at some point.
Bro, there was mad teams in 2010 that, like, the Bulls, like, as a Bulls fan, like, I knew LeBron was coming here. Like, there was mad reports saying he was coming to the Bulls. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about this year. Like, I think so many teams probably think they're getting him. Like, besides the Clippers, there's no way they can realistically think he's going there over the Lakers. Like, no way. Absolutely no way. But A lot of crazy stuff there. Any final thoughts? Like,
if LeBron wants to, bro, I don't think he's gonna go to the Clippers, but I could understand how. Like, I could understand it.
I could never understand him.
Like if LeBron wants to, okay, I think I talked about this. I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast last week.
You didn't. I don't think you did.
I was saying that LeBron may not want to go to the Lakers because he would never be the guy with the Lakers. Like Lakers fans would always love Kobe more than LeBron if he went to the Lakers, no matter what. In my opinion,
just don't
Kobe was there
know
his
if I
whole
agree with
career.
that though.
Just because Kobe was there forever, won 5 rings with them, like I feel like they would always just put Kobe above LeBron in their favorites. But like if LeBron went to the Clippers, won a ring with the Clippers, like he would like that's like a big ring, like that's their first ring. Like it would start a legacy with the Clippers being like
a little bit.
like being serious when the Clippers have never won anything, and like LA is the Lakers town. But like if LeBron went to the Clippers, it'd be like okay, now there's like 2 teams actually.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to talk
Same with the Knicks too. Like the Knicks,
I'm done with
like a
LeBron.
ring with the Knicks, like that ring with the Knicks carries a lot of weight.
Let's move to another topic. I'm done with LeBron. We're killing
what do you
it.
think? What do you think about Kawhi? Where do you think Kawhi going?
I don't know. Fuck. I don't know.
You haven't talked in 20 fucking minutes.
Bro, y'all was cooking. Kawhi.
Bro, oh my god.
Y'all was cooking for real. Like y'all was in your bag. What do I think Kawhi's going? I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have any thoughts on the NBA draft?
Bro, I already said I'm trying to see the Mavs get Porter or maybe even Doncic, like Luka. Like we might need to get him. Yeah.
Okay, who do you think has the most bust potential out of the draft picks?
Most bust potential?
Mm-hmm.
Luka could be bad in my opinion.
Definitely
Luka,
could be.
Trae Young. That's just about the top picks that come across my head. Everybody else should be solid regardless.
What about Jaren Jackson falling around the floor and shit?
He'll be all right. Long body,
right.
fairly athletic, can shoot, can dribble. He'll be all right.
Okay.
That's a recipe for a pretty solid NBA player right there.
All right, so wait. Let's do a quick little mock draft, all right?
Right.
We all agree Ayton's going number 1, right? Like that's
I'd say that's pretty consensus, yeah.
Okay, so Ayton number 1. Who y'all got 2?
What team is 2, first of all? I can't even remember.
Kings?
I don't know why they would take. I don't know why they would take Doncic because they already have Fox. Like I think they'd take a bigger player. Bagley's not a bad one, yeah. Or even Michael Porter Jr. could be a surprise pick there. He might go early. He's been rising up the draft boards. He has been flying up.
Bro, he's been everywhere. Like there's some people have him going to the Cavs at 8. He's not getting past the Bulls though.
I don't think he drops
there
to 8.
At 7.
I think if
he's there at 7, the Bulls are taking him.
I think he's gone before 6.
The Bulls.
I think he's gone before 6. I think Bamba goes in the top 5 as well. A lot of good players.
Okay, wait. So who y'all got number 2? Like just.
I would put
Bagley.
I'd probably put Michael Porter Jr. I think he might go too.
All right, I got Bagley at 2 as well. Who y'all got at 3?
What team is at 3? Atlanta?
Yeah.
I already have John Collins. I could see them taking Doncic if he fell to them. I could really see that. Now that I could see. They need a guard. Schroeder, they're kind of on the outs with him, I think. I know they were.
Schroeder wants out. And he's a scoring guard too.
Yeah, so I could see that. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
They also have some good young bigs. I don't think they would
Atlanta taking Doncic. What are you about?
If he's there again, that's if he's there.
I got him taking Porter.
Okay. Again, I still think Porter goes top 3. I think he's been rising up boards, flying apparently.
4 is Memphis.
I could, man, that's tough. I could see them taking Bagley maybe. I could see that, I suppose.
I had Bagley at 2, but
that's tough though.
That's tough, bro. I don't want to say this. I don't want this to happen.
What?
I think Memphis is gonna take Porter though.
You think so? I don't think he'll drop to you with the Bulls at 7. I think
don't think he will either, unfortunately. I think if Memphis passes on him, there's a really good chance because Dallas maybe, but I don't think Orlando would take him. But I don't think he's. I think Memphis is gonna take him, unfortunately.
Yeah, damn. And then
what
do we have?
Bird?
5
you got
next?
4.
I got them getting Jaren Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, him too. I kind of forgot.
That's what a lot of mock drafts have as well.
He could go there, yeah. And then 5.
5 is Dallas.
Luka.
Who you got? Who?
Luka.
I think
You already
Dallas.
said Luka for Atlanta.
No,
I think Dallas could take Mo Bamba.
I didn't say that.
I think Dallas could take
for
Mo
Atlanta.
I
Bamba.
said Porter. How the fuck you do a mock draft? You don't even keep up with who the fuck I'm drafting.
My bad.
I think Dallas might take Mo Bamba. They could use it big. Like, the Nerlens Noel thing didn't work out at all. They wanted, what's it called? DeAndre Jordan a while back. They could use a nice big.
Apparently, they still may be trying to get DeAndre Jordan.
Like, yeah, I've heard that too.
Nobody's trying to get DeAndre Jordan's sad ass. Cut it out.
Like, he's like lost in nowhere with the
Dallas.
Clippers.
I got Dallas taking Jaren Jackson.
And then who's 6? What team is 6?
6 is Orlando.
Orlando. I could see them taking Jackson. That's what I'm gonna. Actually, no. Trae Young's still there too. I think they might take Trae Young there.
No, I think they'll take Sexton.
Yeah, that's another guy they could take as well. Sexton, good scorer.
Bro, it'd be
guard.
That would be like surprising
They need a guard.
to a lot of people if Sexton went before Trae Young.
They need a guard badly. They need a guard. That's all.
Well, they traded away Elfrid Payton.
Traded away
so
Payton. That didn't work.
Guard.
They're gonna draft a guard.
Yeah, I think they take Trae Young at 6.
Then we got the Bulls at 7. Who you got?
Hey! Give me Bamba.
Okay. I don't think he falls that far, but okay.
Bro.
I could see Jackson. I think I had said he hadn't been picked in mine. I could see Jackson falling to you guys.
Okay, in my opinion, one of Jaren Jackson, Mo Bamba, and
Michael Porter.
One of them is going to be there, in my opinion, hopefully. One of them is going to be there, bro. I think Trae Young is going to go in the top 6. I really do.
Maybe he might. He could go to Orlando.
Like apparently Atlanta really likes Trae Young too. Like,
all right. Well, do we need to keep going? Do we need to go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12?
No, we do not.
I don't think we do. I think we've gotten to the Bulls. You've got your pick. Celtics are probably going to end up picking freaking what's his name, the kid out of Duke who I cannot stand. Oh my god.
Grayson Allen? Grayson Allen going to be a hooper.
I can't stand him. I hate watching him.
He's going to be nice, bro.
He's probably going to be nice. I just cannot stand him. Oh my goodness. I do not like him. But there's some other.
Y'all have a favorite player in this draft?
I want what's his name? Oh, what's that guy's name? The dude from Dante DiCenzo, whatever his name is. I want him. I like
from Villanova.
Yeah, I want that kid. I want him on
the.
That's another Mavericks player. This is crazy.
I want him on the Celtics at 27. I would love him. He is.
He's not. No, there is no chance he makes it to 27.
There's been reports he is a 20 to 30 range player. He's going in the late first round.
This mock draft I'm looking at right now on NBADraft.net has him going 18 to the Spurs.
I could see that too, but I think he might fall for some reason, and maybe the Celtics could snag him. So, yeah.
So he's your sleeper of the draft?
I like him. Yes, I like him as the sleeper of the draft.
What about you, Berg? You got a sleeper?
No.
I like him.
All right, my sleeper.
He has like a Klay Thompson feel to me. That's what he looks like. He feels like Klay Thompson to me. I don't know. I really like DiVincenzo, so.
Bro, my sleeper is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6'6" point guard from Kentucky. I think he's gonna be nice.
Okay. Any sleepers, Berg? Anything like that?
All right, Billy Preston. That's my sleeper.
I don't even know who that is. That's a good sleeper.
Billy Preston? Who is that?
That's a sleeper for a reason.
When you don't know, it's a sleeper.
Is that a real person?
Yes.
If it's a real person, it's a sleeper. Like a sleeper.
Big sleeper.
That's actually a person.
Yeah. All right. He was like
a
top recruit. He went to Oak Hill.
Yep.
Then he went to college and came up under some NCAA investigation. So then he went overseas, had like a game or 2 stint there. Now he's back in America. I'm pretty sure he's in his draft class. I don't know if he's getting drafted. I think it's someone else that had a similar experience. Like they were a top recruit, but just didn't get allowed to play college basketball.
Sounds like
yeah.
It sounds like not Rubio.
Well,
but
that center,
like that
Mitchell Robinson, 7'1" center who didn't go to college.
Him. That's what I was thinking of too. Him or Preston.
There's another guy who did that as well.
I thought Rubio or someone like that did that. Maybe it wasn't Rubio. It was one of the other guards.
Nah, it was Moutier did that.
Yeah, Moutier
he
did
just
that.
went
there you go.
overseas and played a season in China.
It wasn't any violation, but he
Brandon
just decided,
Jennings did that.
He just went overseas, played a season overseas. Like this is a little bit different. Like he wanted to play college.
It's a little different. Yeah, a little different.
Berg, are you talking about Anthony Simmons who didn't play college?
Potentially, but my sleeper, Billy Preston, is who I'm talking about.
There you go. All right. I like that. A name we don't know. I like that. Let's move to the next topic. We did a good job there.
I'm excited for the draft.
Definitely excited for the draft. Definitely am.
That's going to be fun, dude. There might be some trades, too. Y'all think Kawhi gets traded on draft night?
I think he might. I don't know. It's too quiet right now. It's too quiet, and usually that means something's going to happen. Like, when it's quiet. Jimmy Butler got traded on draft night when it was quiet before.
Yeah.
something's gonna happen.
Well, there were
It's too
mad
quiet.
trades on draft night last year. Like, there was
Something's
tons
gonna
of
happen.
trades.
I'm excited too. Hey, let's see some fireworks.
Okay, over under 1.5 superstars getting traded or stars getting traded on draft night.
I would take the under. I think only one will get traded. I don't see.
Berg,
more
what
than
about
Kawhi.
you? What about you, Berg?
Under.
Okay,
take the under.
over under half.
I'd take over there because I said one.
Okay.
I see one trade. I see Kawhi being moved. I really think that relationship is busted open.
I think the Raptors are gonna trade either Lowry or DeRozan.
I can
and
see
think
that
Those
happening.
guys superstars?
I don't really
They're
call them
stars.
superstars anymore.
They-
They're stars.
That's why I took it back and said stars.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think one of them will get traded.
That could happen.
I also kind of think Charlotte may be trying to move Kemba. I wouldn't be surprised if Kemba got traded either.
Interesting. Okay. Little Nick the Bulls
And
fan insight
Kawhi.
right here. And who?
Yeah.
Kawhi, yeah. Obviously, I think Kawhi's
Kawhi as well. Now, there's a lot of teams with it's a lot of teams that can make moves. This is crazy.
All right, let's talk about something a little different here. A lot of basketball. We covered it. We'll cover that more when it actually comes up in a couple of days and actually happens. But let's talk about something about the future. Nick, I know you're always thinking about your ideal wife and your kids and your house and all this stuff. What is your ideal wedding, though? Where do you want to get married? You pick up the honeymoon? What? Let me hear it. Let me get an insight into the mind of Nick the Bulls fan real quick.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. In terms of the wedding, I haven't really done much thoughts on where I want it. Like, I'm a gentleman, so like wherever my beautiful wife wants to get married, like I'm gonna make that happen, bro. Like,
okay,
that's
a
wifey.
pleaser.
Like she's gonna get the fantastic wedding that she wants if she wants a fantastic wedding. But in terms of what I want, the most important, well, not the most important thing. I want, like, obviously all my friends and family to be there, all the loved ones there. So I want to have a pretty big wedding with a nice party. But I want, like, a fire cake. Like, it's got to have, like, a bunch of different layers with a bunch of different flavors. Like, each layer is a different flavor. Like, I got to have at least, like, at least 3 layers. At least.
I don't know if I could do that. Like, I'm pretty picky when it comes to cakes. Like, I like chocolate cake. I'm not sure what else is there. Like, red velvet's okay, but, like, I don't really like strawberry or some of the other flavors. I don't even know. What flavors you have?
Strawberry cake fire, vanilla cake fire, lemon cake fire. Like,
lemon. Ugh, I don't like lemon cake. Ugh. And then, like, some of those other flavors, like, you said pistachio, too. What the?
Bro, I had a pistachio cake at my cousin's wedding that was crazy good. Like, have you ever had
Carrot cake?
pistachio
Ugh.
ice cream?
No, I haven't.
I wouldn't
don't
put
want
carrot cake on my wedding cake.
Ugh.
I'm not broke.
That sounds like some old people stuff. Like, I don't know.
A carrot cake on a wedding cake is wild.
That sounds nasty. Like, I just want
It ain't
one nice, incredible, like, chocolate cake. Maybe me dunking on someone on the top. I don't even know. Like, might have to happen. I'm just saying. Like, you never
You're gonna
know.
put you dunking on somebody? You're gonna have you dunking
I
on
might
your
be
wife
dunking on
the
my
cake?
wife. Like, you never know. It might happen. Like, might be on the cake.
Posterizing you.
I mean, are you
baptizing
telling me
your
that ain't
wife on the
fire?
cake.
Like, you gonna tell me that ain't fire, right? Like,
that sounds
fire.
hard.
That
You gotta
sounds
do it
really
right,
hard.
though. Like, it has to be done right. Like, if it's done wrong, it's gonna look really stupid because it's gonna look wild. Like, you got to get a fire
True.
cake designer for that.
that is true. You gotta have one of the professionals.
What
do
about
that.
your ideal wedding though? What you got in mind?
I'm trying to think right now. Honestly, I'd like it to be like on a beach or something, like looking over the ocean or the sea or somewhere, wherever you're at. I definitely think it would be cool to be tropic. I'm not much of a church guy, so probably not in a church. Sorry, God. I don't think that's. I don't think that's for me.
Apologize to God. That's
I mean, I got to. Like, it's his house. Like, I'm just letting him know. Like, I'm probably not gonna get married there. Like, I'm just not too big. I'm Catholic, but I'm not Catholic enough. I feel like it almost be disrespectful.
God, when I tweet this out, make sure he hears it.
Like, I'm just letting him know. Like, but yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to do something tropic. Like, I don't even know. I definitely want to go to like Bora Bora or something, like where you get a shack on like the water and where it's all blue and like that kind of crazy stuff. That'd be a cool ass honeymoon. Like, man, I don't know. Yeah, I think a fairly decent sized one. Like, I don't need no massive wedding, but like, I think I'll have more than like 4 people there, even though I don't know too many people, I suppose. But yeah, like something tropical would be cool. Something foreign, like in a nice area outside, probably with some nice weather where it's just gorgeous out. Just something really nice and scenic looking, and just something that you'd remember, I guess, which would be cool. You know, it's got to be nice like that. I think that would be cool. That's again, this is like ideal scenario.
Wedding?
I mean, why not? Like, you might have to fly yourself out there, but why not? Like, but that'd be cool, I think.
All right. Hey, Berg, can we get matching suits for his wedding?
Sure, Nick.
What are y'all going his dates? If y'all going his
we're
dates,
just gonna get matching suits.
bro, I'm not gonna lie. That's
Your
a little
best
suspect.
man got a match.
Oh,
right?
yeah, you're my best man. Okay. Bro, I don't even know
Well,
who
who else
my
is
best man
gonna
would be.
be?
That's a good question. I'm not gonna lie. You might have got me. Oh boy. Berg.
All right, Berg. Start planning the freaking whatever it's called, the bachelor party.
Bachelor party?
I don't think we
Yeah.
can. No. Nick has to plan it. We wouldn't survive a Berg bachelor party.
We're gonna have mad midget strippers.
Oh,
Mad
Jesus.
big booty bitches. It's gonna be lit.
I don't think we'd survive
Big
your
booty
bachelor
women,
party.
respectable ones.
Oh yeah, all of that.
Where would you get married, Berg? What's your ideal location? Are you looking to get married one day?
I haven't thought of any of that.
You haven't thought of any of that, really? You don't even know if you want to
Do
get
you wanna
married
get
one day?
married one day, Berg?
Maybe, maybe not. That's just a maybe. But a marriage location, I definitely haven't thought of that at all.
Really? Oh wow. You don't. All right. What about like a
I don't think I
honeymoon?
care.
Anywhere you'd like to travel, or like that you've traveled and you'd like to go back, maybe with a future wife?
Venice was super fire. I'm not gonna lie.
See, that's what I'm
Oh, we
saying.
get
I
married
know
in
you've been
Venice,
traveling.
okay.
I know you've been traveling a lot. So like, there you
But,
go. Okay.
For a wedding location, like if you do an on location wedding, then like you gotta worry about your guests getting there.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the tough part. I'd say
so,
that.
like, it's not gonna be a lot of people. Like
Yeah,
I'd be
definitely
completely
smaller.
fine getting married at a courthouse, but I'm trash.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah,
oh man,
see,
you
that
wanna
sounds.
elope?
No, just get married at a courthouse, not
Oh.
even elope. Just like, all right, let's get married.
Wait, so how do you get married?
Or
Wait,
courthouse.
so how do you? What do you mean? So like you have a wedding there,
You just
or like?
sign some papers.
you just go
have a
sign and you're good to
notary,
go.
You have someone who witnesses it, and
Ah.
then you go to
That sounds
Yeah,
depressing.
I mean, it's a legal agreement, so you just
Yeah.
go to the courthouse to get it done.
Damn, that sounds sad, dude. Oh. That sounds sad to me.
I mean,
oh.
some
I mean,
people
sure, it
don't
saves
want
you a lot
the
of money.
Huge bells and whistles wedding.
True,
But-
So I've never thought of my fucking wedding location and the fuck my bride's gonna be wearing and what the fuck
I
I'm
mean,
be eating. Like,
Yeah, like I don't really care. Like I
You don't
do
need to
care about the food.
apologize.
How you not care about what you eating, dog? We gotta have some lit food in mind, man. Like we gotta have some
eating
good
every
ass.
day of my fucking life. Like,
All right,
Damn.
it's the most important day of your
All right.
life. You're supposed to have some fire,
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that man gonna have PB&J, man.
right?
Ramen
Motherfucker
noodles.
wake-
J's a classic. What's
Motherfucker
better
gonna
than
wake
a
up
classic?
for some depressing ass keto eggs. Give me a break.
Right? Ew. All right.
If I see your ass on keto in your wedding week, I'm jabbing you. I'm not having you depressed for your wedding, Berg.
that's pretty funny.
You're gonna be eating like a king. All the carbs you want, boy.
Well, I guess that pretty much covers it then. I guess Berg
Yeah, I'm
going to the courthouse and we're going to Galapagos. Oh,
All right.
whatever.
I didn't even say Galapagos in this take. Berg's
said
audio
something, wow.
fucked up.
Oh,
So this is
I
the second time we
I
talked
thought
about
you
this.
said
My
Galapagos.
honeymoon location, though, I want to go to the Galapagos.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that'd be cool, I think.
I'm not taking you to the Galapagos. That's crazy.
We
What?
not getting married. I'm straight,
Whoa.
you weirdo.
Whoa.
No, that's not what I was saying.
This motherfucker
not
always
what I was
flirting
saying.
with me on the podcast. This is
That's
Look,
not
crazy.
what I was saying.
I'm gonna be honest. If y'all want to get married, I'm cool with that. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm
Hey,
cool
edit
with being
that
left out of
He
it.
twisted it wrong.
No,
Edit
no.
it out.
I'm just saying, like, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm proud of
I'm
you guys. You
straight.
guys get
I
married.
like women.
Nah, it's cool. Like, y'all want to get married, and I hope I'm like a best man. Like, I don't know. Do you have two best men?
No,
then?
I thought the
I don't know how
honeymoon,
that
you had a
happens.
bachelor party and then you send them off to their honeyroom suite or whatever.
No.
No.
Bachelor
So, like,
party
the
happens
Honeymoon's
before
after
the wedding.
the wedding. The bachelor party's
Forget
before
it.
the wedding.
Forget
You knew
it.
that.
Forget it.
You
So
knew that.
we
It's over.
would we have two bachelor parties in your case? I don't know. Wow, that's crazy. I haven't even thought about that. Like, I don't know how that works.
How does that work? You're right.
That's what
a
I'm just
good
saying.
question.
I was just saying,
Like
is there-
also are they
there
like
two?
usually the bachelor party and the bachelorette party are on the same night? Like, so if y'all have like one friend who's like close to each of y'all, like, do they have to select which bachelor party they go to?
What
Well-
are y'all talking about?
usually
For
just
a gay
usually
marriage.
Oh.
well usually if it's just like if you're a guy you go to the bachelor party, if you're a girl you go to the
Yeah.
bachelorette party.
Yeah.
But like you pick one. But for your case, we might just do one big
Nah,
party.
so you can go like Nick's first and then you can go to like his partners later.
I get.
I'm not
yours.
gay.
Yeah, we go to
No,
yours
no,
later.
no. Just like in this example, like you can go to Nick's bachelor party.
Nah,
like,
you go to
evening,
Berg's
and
bachelor
then his
party,
partners
and then
at
you
night.
can go to
true.
Sebastian's bachelor party after that.
Wait, what? Who's Sebastian? Why are you talking about Sebastian? What?
That's Berg's
Who's
future
that?
partner, bro.
What? Your name's not Sebastian.
Why are you doing this?
Alrighty.
All right,
Time to
this
move on to the
man
next
baked like
topic.
want us together or something.
You
This
No,
is
no,
really
no.
weird.
Make suck you down his rabbit hole when he's editing the podcast.
I'm just saying.
Congratulations, nigga.
I'm just saying. Like y'all
Bro, you
might
brought
be
us
good
down
together.
this rabbit hole, bro.
No, I didn't.
You're the one who said I'm not taking you to the Galapagos.
Because I'm not throwing a bachelor party there.
See,
The
you
bachelor
were
party
the one that made it
and honeymoon are
weird.
completely different.
See, Nick made it weird. You were just trying to say about the bachelor
But
party.
now we know.
Yep.
I am
It's
making
cool
that
though.
weird.
Hey, it's cool. I'm cool with y'all.
Some idiots, old idiots, bitter old idiots, trying to say that if you spend 20 hours a week or more playing video games as a kid, you have a video game disorder. I just want to say there are millionaires, multimillionaires, who play video games for 40 hours a week or more for some people. They play video games all the time. That's their job. Making 7 figures easily. Some of them 8. I'm sure Ninja's up in the 8 figures. Making a crap ton of money, living very happy, successful lives, doing what they do, creating business opportunities, paying some other people's stuff, donating a lot of money to charity, doing a lot of good things in the world, inspiring people, keeping kids out of trouble.
So what's your argument?
I think he's
My
saying video
argument
games
is
are good.
that this
I think
video
that's what he's
game
saying.
disorder is stupid as shit.
Oh,
Stupid
wow,
as shit.
okay. I mean, that's pretty straight to the point.
We've
But
all,
it could be a thing, though.
all of us,
Hold on.
all of us have made a decent amount of money on this pod. All of us
Just
who
because
are
you
on this
make money off
podcast.
of it doesn't mean
That doesn't mean it's not-
Like,
yeah.
Some people have sex disorders, but they work in the sex industry or
Yeah.
like porn stuff. Like you could like.
Like,
It's not
healthy.
dangerous. I'm not hurting.
It could be
anybody.
dangerous. It
It's
could
not
be. You
putting
might be
me in
hurting
harm.
yourself.
No,
You'd be
it's
hurting
not.
yourself.
I'm
Yeah.
not hurting myself.
Some people do, I imagine.
All right,
like,
question: do you think your social skills might be better if you didn't game as much?
No, I would have more friends, but my social skills haven't been.
you don't think
harmed at all.
having more friends would be a benefit to you, though?
It could be, but that's my decision. I don't even play video games that much anymore.
Alrighty, that's
But
not.
don't.
you used to play a ton, and you spent like a lot of time, like your last
True.
year in high school, just gaming, doing like internet stuff.
No.
Right?
Okay, well,
You did.
what I was doing was the time I wasn't at school, which you're at school for 6 or 7 hours a day, and then I also worked at the golf course 5 days a week, usually a 7-hour shift. So the time I wasn't at school or sleeping or at work, I was making YouTube videos.
And
but
gaming.
like, I don't regret that. Like, if anything, I feel like that's made my life better and given me a lot of opportunity and given me a lot of experience into things that could help me in the future with jobs and has paid my bills and paid for a lot of stuff. Like,
True,
it hasn't
but
been a
but
bad
here's what we're
thing.
saying. Here's what we're saying. That doesn't happen for everyone. I'm sure there are
Yeah,
people
like
in your
it
exact
doesn't.
scenario,
that did that exact same thing,
And it didn't work out.
Didn't reap any benefits from it.
and
I
so
don't think
and they're
it's
probably
disorder,
still.
though.
And for some, they might be trying and not seeing any benefits or rewards, and it could be seen a disorder for them because they don't see that it's not working, or they just keep at it, or maybe they're addicted to gaming. That's definitely a thing. Like
That could
video
just
game
be their
disorder.
that could just be their hobby. Like that's like saying any hobby is a disorder.
To an extent, it depends on how like ridiculous it gets. I mean,
Like some people can be addicted to like doing crafts and doing crafts all the time.
No,
Like no one's
you
gonna
just
say
said
that
you
shit's a
spent every
disorder.
bit of your free time.
that's a little
gaming
yeah.
and
That's a little bit
doing
more of the
YouTube
hobby.
stuff.
That's a little bit more than the hobby.
It
That's
was a hobby.
every week
I
and
didn't
minute.
have
That's,
that much free time.
no. But like that's more than that. Like a hobby is something you just
I
do in
didn't
your
have that
spare
much
time.
free time
like you do.
though. Like I
Like-
was
like-
going to school and working a job. My free time wasn't a lot.
Like I collect some cards, and that's a hobby for me. I don't do that with all my spare time. Like every now and then, I'll buy some packs of cards and buy a card on eBay or something like that. Like that's a hobby. Or like
Bro,
I don't know,
but- okay,
painting.
The
is a
way
hobby.
the way they're saying it is, they say if you play 20 hours or more of video games a week, that's not a lot.
it's
That's
actually
3
a lot.
hours
Sure.
a day. That's
good
not
amount.
a lot.
All right, but let's paint it this way in a little different of a light. So say maybe you go to school. How many hours do you go to school a week if you're like a student like in classes? or
College
something?
student,
Yeah, sure. Let's go college student. We could do high school as well. I
15
guess. I mean,
hours.
how much would you say a high school
15
student
hours.
does? Probably
15
more than
hours
that.
is a generic college student schedule.
That actually
15
seems a
hours
little
of
light.
class work.
15 sounds a little light to be honest.
That's the
feel like you usually
generic
do
college
20.
schedule. 15
All
hours.
right.
15,
Why don't we
20
round
hours.
up and say 20? Why don't we do that? Let's say 20, and we'll
Yeah,
say
you're
that's
on
kind
campus
of
a lot of time, moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, 20.
so 20 hours a week in school. Then what are you doing with the rest of your, I don't know, day, on those days that you're not doing 6-7 hours in class?
All right,
if
you
you're really
spend-
playing
most
4
people
hours
spend
a
at least
day,
6 hours a night sleeping. 6 hours, I would say,
I know.
is the...
so we're already at half the day gone. If you're spending another half of every other day almost on games, it's a lot. It is a lot. Like I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
20
it's not
hours
half,
is
'cause
disorder.
for it to get to 21, it's 3 hours a day.
All right, but say you
That's
you spend
That's
some other
one,
time on
that's
some days you
1/8
don't
of
do
your
that.
day. 1/8 of your day is not dangerous, in my opinion.
It's not dangerous.
That's watching
but
2 movies, Bake. Like
watching 2 movies a day would be a little unhealthy.
You might be
That's a little
addicted to
unhealthy.
movies.
That's a little unhealthy. I'd say that.
that's
yeah.
okay. That's 2 short movies.
No, that's still unhealthy though.
A 90-minute movie. That's not a long movie.
That's still a movie. That's a pretty standard movie nowadays. Like if you watch 2 movies a day, that would be unhealthy. I think that would that would tell me that you might have a movie
I don't
watching
think that's
disorder.
unhealthy. You just may like movies. Like you could 3 hours a day is not a lot. Like I would say if someone's gaming 10 hours a day every day, that's a fucking disorder. Like
Well,
go
that's
outside.
such an
But, like
extreme,
3 hours
though.
a day, 20 hours a week is nothing. Like
All right, 10 hours a day is such an extreme though. That's an extreme where it's messing with your schedule and it's clearly either something's going on or you just have way too much free time. Like,
but if that's your job, like
well, that's different though. But
I'm
we're
not
saying
saying
in
that's
just a
for
normal
everybody
kid.
because
We're
it's
saying people play that much and it's not their job. Like
Yeah.
you're trying to rationalize it because you've benefited monetarily off
there's
of it.
plenty
but
who
there are tons of
haven't,
people
I
that spend
assume.
way too much time playing video games. They don't reap any benefits from it.
And it
okay,
affects their social
I just
and
think
everything.
that 3 hours a day, like 20 hours a week isn't a lot. Like if you told me 40 hours a week, I'd be like, yeah, that could be unhealthy.
40
That could
hours
be
a week is a
disorder,
ton.
but
That's a
20?
full job.
No.
So yeah, I
Dog,
don't know.
20 is not a lot. Like that's not a lot of hours.
Again, that might just be the floor though, where they might be able to recognize it.
People
or
work
say it's
40
disorder.
hours a week and feel exhausted. All you're doing
Yeah.
is cutting that in half.
And like that's a lot. I've worked
that's a
20 hours
commitment.
before.
Yes,
20 hours.
I've done 20 hours
the
before.
40
I'm
hour, the
exhausted.
40-hour work week is through 5 days.
I've done 20 hours before and been exhausted. Not really. Some people work 7 days. That's not true always. Some people don't work just 5.
Majority of 40-hour work week is the normal 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. That's the generic 40-hour work week.
Okay,
well, let's say they're playing 20 hours
That's
Monday
what I'm saying.
through Friday.
That's
Like,
what I was
that's
gonna
the time.
say. That's what I was trying to say earlier too. Like maybe they go away on the weekends or something, and they're not able to play video games, or I don't know. They do something on the weekends where they just can't do that. So then if you split it up, then it's like 5 hours a day, and that's a lot of gaming.
If you're a student or a kid, fitting 20 hours
Or
of
4
gaming
hours a
into your
day.
regular everyday life, and
That's a
gaming
lot.
cutting into maybe your friendships or
Or
your
your
extracurriculars
studies,
or grades
yeah.
or different opportunities. Like
a
you
lot.
might be playing too many video games.
And again, I think it's a case by case basis. I'm sure that 20 hours is not strict. Like if you play 20 hours, you have a disorder. It's more of, hey, if it's affecting your real life, and when you come in to see the doctor and they say, look, how many hours are you playing? Like this is affecting your life. Oh, you're playing 30 hours a week. Well, you might have a disorder. Like that's kind of the thing. I think the thought process behind that. But
How many hours do you plan to let Nick Jr. play?
Ooh. It's a good one.
It just depends on how he's doing in school and all that. He's
Same.
getting all A's. I'm gonna have my kid play sports. I'm gonna have him be in school.
What if he
I'm
doesn't
gonna
want to
have
play
him do
sports though?
extracurricular stuff.
All right, let's run this
Okay, if
through
he
real
does,
quick.
he's gonna be doing other activities, not just school. So
What if he
doesn't wanna
just
play
wants to
sports,
do
he'll have an
gaming?
instrument.
What if he just wants to do gaming though? That's what his one thing is. He wants to do his 40 hours of gaming a week.
That little man ain't playing 40 hours of video
What
And
if
games.
gaming
that's-
is his hobby and passion, and he wants to start a YouTube channel just like that?
Ooh,
Like he can't
just
put in
like
30,
that.
40 hours a week?
Not in if he's getting all A's and he's healthy, living a healthy
See,
lifestyle.
Nick as a parent agrees with us, but Nick as a gamer does not agree
I'm
with us.
thinking about it because like you just have to make like it's a case by case basis.
That's
so
what
it's
we
hard
said,
to say
though.
yes or no. Like you have to think of everything else. Like if he's doing
Yeah.
well in school, if he's healthy, if he's in good shape. Like I'm not gonna force like
Can you really do well in school and have like a healthy physical
I don't
life,
think
a
you
healthy
can.
Yes.
like social life?
pretty
and
hard to
still
balance
clocking
it all.
40 hours.
40 hours is a lot. That's a ton. That's a lot, man. That's
Did
a
you
lot.
have that healthy of a social life clocking in those?
I didn't have
2
well.
hours?
I didn't have much of a social life, but I was healthy. Like I was in good shape. Like,
I mean,
was-
I could say from my perspective, I don't know if I did 40 hours, but we me and my friends played online, like, so we kind of mixed the two, I guess,
Yeah,
and that's what
exactly.
you can do. So I guess from that perspective, you can mix and match social with gaming. You can mix and match. Like, you can have friends who you play video games with, and so that can kind of mix it, and it can
It's completely
actually affect
different
it.
though, like socializing online and socializing like in real life around real
It
people.
is. It's
Yeah, but
definitely
it's-
different.
it's not like-
opposite sex.
But it's not just like you're secluded from society.
Well, yeah, you kind of are if you're playing video games. Sometimes you
No,
are.
if you're
inside
talking to people
on a
online,
party, like the
at least-
ecosystem of your society is just you and whoever is in your gaming group. Like that's it.
Yeah. It's different.
Like if you let's say if let's say you have friends that you went to go play basketball with, like you're interacting with the world, people coming into the court, passing the court, walking around the court, like you're seeing tons of different faces.
But on gaming, it's just you. It's just you. And
whereas
you determine everything.
2K Park with you and your best buddies, it's just y'all three. That's it.
That's true.
Yeah. Like
That's true.
in a party too, you don't hear nothing but y'all three. That's it.
Like it's not a normal real life social space.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
It definitely can affect. Again, I think there's a balance to it with everything else in life, and I think that 20 hours might be a decent floor for this quote unquote gaming disorder that they've kind of come up with, and I mean it could be. I think that's not a bad floor. What do you want the floor to be? 10 hours?
Bro, it
30
just
hours?
sounds wild calling it disorder because like there's so many like very like harmful disorders that, like.
But there also
calling
is
it a
very
disorder is
unharmful
crazy.
disorders
I mean,
though. Some people have disorders that aren't that
murder.
like
some crimes.
That's
are
what I'm saying.
I
misdemeanors.
know.
So, like, just because it's a disorder doesn't mean it has to be super harmful. Like, we could all have that. That doesn't mean it's harmful. Sometimes it helps you. I mean, some people have, like, I'm trying to think of a proper way to put this, but sometimes people have things that kind of disadvantage them, like maybe dyslexia or something else that is a disorder. But then they could use that to be stronger at other things in different areas. And so, just because you have a disorder doesn't mean
comedians
you're, like,
are depressed.
something.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. So, again, you could have this quote disorder, but it doesn't mean you're like all fucked up. It just means you like to play video games, maybe, or you like video games a little too much. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing them saying that. I think it's good.
Disorders affect the way you function, and if you're sitting inside playing games for 20-40 hours,
okay,
sure that will affect the way you function.
I don't think 20 hours.
Definitely could.
I don't think 20 hours is that effective. But
So
40
what
hours,
would you
yeah,
say?
that's kind of crazy.
Would you say 40 or 30 is a better bookmark level? Do you think for that?
Dude, 20 hours is less than
what
3
are you
hours
saying,
a day,
then?
7 days a week. That's not much.
So what's the number? Is it 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day? We're getting pretty high up there. Like, are we talking? I mean,
I would say
I think anyone with 5 hours.
35 hours is a good basis, but it's
I think
case by
anyone with
case
5
because
hours
it
is
depends
crazy.
on what else is going on with the rest of their life.
yeah, but you have to realize the dogs have to set a thing.
If you're doing shitty in school, you don't have friends, all you do is play video games, like, yeah, that's a problem. But, like, if you're succeeding in school, you have friends, you do things, and you play video games in your free time, I don't think that's really a problem.
I know, but they have to write a rule and kind of a general thing that says, like, hey, look, this many hours may
But the
lead
thing
to
is,
this,
with mental
may
health,
be a part of this.
there's no two cases that are the same. It's all.
I think there are probably
everyone
two
has
cases that are
different
the same.
experiences.
Some cases are the same.
Like not everyone's depression's the same. Not everyone's anxiety's the
but
same.
certain
not everyone's,
causes
like,
are the same.
It's all a case by case thing. So if it's a disorder, you have to make it case by case.
They're just saying, I think, that certain hours of this might be unhealthy, and I think that's fairly standard and makes sense
I would
to me.
set the basis at 30 then.
And I think that's not too far off 20. I think that's pretty close. I mean, it's an extra couple hours a day.
That's 50% more. That's a lot.
If you break it up over 7 days, that's an extra hour a day. That's not that long.
Hour and some change. That's
over
a big
7 days.
difference.
That's nothing.
50% more. Like it's a big difference.
It's not that big of a difference, I feel like. But that's my thoughts. But I think we've pretty much covered that. Why don't you tell us about these dinosaurs that the scientists are apparently recreating in the next 5 years? Tell us about this, because I've never heard of this. I didn't know what you're talking about here.
So according to entrepreneur.com, scientists say that they can recreate living dinosaurs within the next 5 years.
Like actual dinosaurs,
yeah.
though? Like giant dinosaurs?
What trash site are you on, bro?
I don't know about that. That sounds
You've
wild
never
to
heard
me.
of entrepreneur.com?
No.
No, I don't think I have either.
Doesn't sound like a fucking science site.
Entrepreneur.
Why are you citing them as your science source?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I saw it on Twitter. I don't know. It just
Twitter's his
would
source.
y'all okay?
Read the article?
No.
I didn't even. I was
Would
waiting
y'all
for
want-
you.
So they could just be recreating 3D models of dinosaurs.
What I was gonna ask was, do y'all want them to bring dinosaurs back or not?
Use an asshead.
That sounds like a terrible
Yes,
idea, in my opinion.
I want a pet dinosaur. I want a pet velociraptor. I want a pet fucking.
That sounds like
T-Rex.
Jurassic Park.
want all
I do
that
not
shit
want no
in my backyard.
dinosaurs. Keep that shit on an island, all right? If dinosaurs
So you
are in my
saying fuck
backyard, they kill
dinosaurs,
me.
Berg?
I don't want no dinosaurs. No, he want dinosaurs, he said.
Bake said that. Bake said
Yeah,
fuck
fuck the dinosaurs, man. Keep that shit in the movies. I don't need no dinosaurs. Like, what? Man, dinosaurs are only good for eating people. They big as shit. I do not need no dinosaurs running around.
I can't wait to take over the world with my fucking dinosaurs.
Bert gonna be riding a dinosaur and shit to school. Motherfucker gonna be in class still. Nick gonna have a dinosaur too. All right, we want to move on to the next
okay,
topic.
wait. Another
do you have
question.
anything to say here?
Would y'all want Pokemon to be real?
Yes,
No,
but
you
that
fucking nerd.
as a kid, yeah.
You
but that's
wouldn't?
As a kid, I would have
No.
loved that, but I'm a grown man and
Bro,
I don't need monsters.
Pokemon
running around.
being real would be so lit.
I'll
Like
beat you and your Pikachu ass.
my
What are you talking
Pikachu
about?
would destroy my Pikachu Thunderbolt in your bitch ass, and you gone. Like you.
Joke's
outta
on
here.
you.
What are talking
Charizard
about,
would
bro?
rip your shit to flames.
Right? Like
I'll capture your Pikachu and throw that bitch away, then
Ah.
beat your ass.
nah. I'm gonna pull out
He
my
gonna have a
Charizard
Master
and
Ball. He gonna
freaking
take that shit and
fire
then beat your
blast
ass.
you, bro. Like
I'll pull out my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The fuck
Ooh,
out of
all
here.
right.
Yu-Gi-Oh
I
cards
like where
ain't
this
real. I was
going.
talking about Pokemon, bro.
But what if they
Is that all
were?
the topics we got?
Bro,
for this
Pokemon in real life would be so fun. That would be lit.
Bro, I definitely imagined
What
that
are
as a
you
kid. I
talking
definitely thought Pokemon were real. for
Bro,
probably a
like
minute.
I always thought like life would be so much more fun if Pokemon were real. Like
Bro, shit would be crazy if you had Pokemon just living in your basement, or like you had, like I don't know, like you just like train them and shit. I don't know, it'd be cool.
bro,
but,
like if when you
seems
like
like a
like
head-ass
okay, the
combo to
Pokemon
me.
storyline is when you 10, you go out, you get your first starter Pokemon, then you just go and try to beat all the gyms, and you live in the Pokemon universe. That'd be so fucking fire.
I mean, it'd be interesting, I suppose, but I don't know.
That'd
My
be
life
so
is good enough
fun.
where I don't need no Pokemon. I'm fine with
That'd
just playing with
that'd be a
Pokemon. all the
blast.
time. Jesus.
That'd be amazing.
It
The next thing
would.
Nick's gonna ask for, what if The Walking Dead was real life? What if zombies were real? Like, you gonna come up with
All right,
anything.
my next question.
What you got questions?
Never mind.
Oh,
Nah,
he
okay.
scripted that
Next
shit.
Q&A hour.
Right?
Yeah.
How did
what
we
is
get
you
here?
talking about? Nick's Q&A.
How did we get here?
From Dinosaurs to the oldest fucking rapper still rapping, Nas and
Jesus.
Jay-Z both kind of released project. Jay-Z
Oh
released
my.
a dual project with his wife Beyonce. It was a surprise project that originally came out only on Tidal because Jay-Z is a sellout. It only came out on Tidal originally, but now it's on
He's a
all the
sellout when he
streaming
owns the
platforms.
company.
Right, how you
can't
gonna call him
out
a
to
sellout?
yourself.
That's
Come on,
sellout
billionaire
shit. Like,
No, it's not.
He owns that. Yeah, what?
that shit's sellout,
You'll
bro.
be selling out if you did some goofy ass Drake or Chance the Rapper shit. I'm gonna release on iTunes.
Bro, that's
Right.
what he did. Just because he owns it doesn't
He
mean it's
owns
not
the
selling
company.
out.
He's not selling out to no one.
He's selling out to
Talking about.
himself.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
It's about the art. Let us hear the art without having to download a whack ass app.
That is awful
Apple
strange.
Music
Sorry, you're
and
broke and can't afford it. They
you don't
already
have
get
it, bro. You don't even have. Shut your bitch ass up. Regardless, what did y'all think about the new projects?
I didn't listen to most of them. Yeah, I have. I'll say this. I went back and listened to the Kanye. I think it was Ye. I don't know which album it was. I like a couple
Ye.
of the songs now, but like it's still not a great project in my opinion.
Your
But I
ears
have
still
listened.
suck. Okay.
I have listened to. I think it's Ghost Town, and I think the
Kids
first
See
track
Ghosts?
or whatever it is, Ghost Town.
Kids
I think
See
is it.
Ghosts?
I don't know. The first couple tracks on it were decent, but like again,
Wait, the
I
Kanye
haven't-
joint or
How
the
do you not
Kanye
make it to a
Cudi?
7-track album? Like, how does that work? Like,
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like I don't like the 7-track albums. I've said that before too. Like,
It's
but
20
it's okay.
minutes.
It's okay. I'm just saying I've gone back and listened to some of it. It's okay.
All
I'm
right,
just gonna say that.
Berg, what did you think about the Jay-Z and Beyonce collab?
what?
Bro, you gotta stop playing fucking Fortnite when we do this shit.
I'm not playing Fortnite.
I
Stop
heard
playing
the
with me.
rockets in the background when I
Hear
was
the
trying to
grenade
talk to
going
you.
off. Hear the grenade going off.
Berg,
Wait,
what
say it
did,
again?
what did you think about the Jay-Z and Beyonce project?
Let me see. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Stop fucking giggling. Let me see. I don't think I liked it. Like, you and Kuda were gassing it up, and like the only decent song on it I thought was the Ape Shit. Like, I didn't really think the rest of it was good at all, but you and Kuda really seemed to like it. So thought maybe I was missing something. Then Kuda had recommended another track, 713, and I was like, this is okay, but y'all said it was fire. I didn't think it was fire at all.
I enjoyed it. I just said it was fire off the first listen because it sounded really good. I only listened to it once, maybe 1.5 times. I'm not sure if it played back or not, but it sounded really good to me. I haven't picked any favorites from it. Like, it was just a first listen. I didn't really do a deep dive into it.
Then that Ape Shit, the reference track for that is going around. That
Oh, that's the
did.
Migos joint. Yeah, that joint's
So
fire.
like, it's just a Migos song that they bought. So that makes me like it even less, to be honest. Like, the one song that I thought was decent, you just bought it from the Migos.
Bro, I went back and I finally gave Kids See Ghost a real chance. That shit is flames, bro.
That was heat.
Kanye's been killing this shit, bro.
I haven't
Kanye
been able to
dropped
listen to that yet.
albums 3 weeks in a fucking row. Pusha T, then his own album, then his collab joint with fucking Cudi, and he dropped 3 fucking bangers, man. That shit is amazing. Golly, like Kid C goes sometimes. That joint fire. The Reborn is crazy. Let me get the track list here. There's this other one that's super fire. Let me see. What's it called? The Fourth Dimension. Oh my god, that one sounds amazing.
Cudi Montage was fire.
Feel the love. That joint crazy, bro. That man. I'll be honest. I kind of like these 7-track projects now.
Oh, you stop it. Oh no.
Dog, like Kanye done changed the game. Because the thing is, though, you could listen to all 3 of them joints in a row, and they're all fire. So it's like
I'm gonna be honest with
dropped like a long.
I think you want to
album.
make America great again. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No,
That's what
I
it sounds
don't.
crazy.
I don't support.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't
That's what it
support
sounds
any
like
of that
to me.
head ass shit he said. His music is just
I'm
amazing.
gonna be honest with you.
I don't support
Yo,
Trump whatsoever.
I will say, did you
Why
see
you
like
gotta
the?
change that? We talking about music. We're talking about art, Bake.
Did you see the art he did with the porn stars and shit in the thing? You didn't see that with the Yeezys? I saw that shit. I thought that was his wife, dude.
Yeah, where he blurred out their nipples. No, I thought that was Kim too. I'm like, God, Kim,
really
you gotta
thought
stop
that was
posting nudes, bro. Like,
I really thought that was her. And someone's like, nah, those are porn stars. And I'm like, oh. I thought that was Kim Kardashian and some other chick.
bro, it was like
be
one
doing
girl
some
that
weird
looked
shit.
like Kim, and then a shorter girl who also looked like Kim.
I don't know.
At,
I saw
different times.
he'd be spamming I don't even understand like what he's marketing there. Like he's marketing his Yeezys, but like I don't even like those Yeezys. They look ugly to me. Like I can't be the only one.
Which
who thinks
ones?
this.
The 750s?
Those ugly ones that look like shoes from the 90s.
Desert Rat Yeezys.
What did you say?
I think those are the set.
Whatever they are, yeah.
Talking about the 500s, the ones that look like grandpa, like old people shoes. Kinda?
Yeah, they look like shoes from the 90s, the new ones. Yeah,
I don't
they
really
look
like
Air
those
Monarchs.
either, honestly.
I don't get that at all. Like I don't know, like if he just thinks putting like some naked bitches in the thumbnail with them is gonna make people want them, but like, definitely not. I do not want those. They look trash to me. Like
those shoes are already popular.
I know they are popular,
that
but like
didn't
I don't
change their
understand that, man. Like the Yeezys, I got that trend. Like I thought those shoes looked cool, and like I heard they were comfy and shit. I don't get this one at all, and like I definitely don't get a whole bunch of them. I don't know. That's just me though. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that since we were on Kanye. I thought that was kind of wild. I saw like he literally tweeted out like 30 pictures in a row, like of just like people wearing Yeezys or his new Yeezys or whatever they are. But yeah, I'll have to go back and listen to his new project with Kid Cudi. I just haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, they also released the one with Nas, like that he produced.
Okay, but is that actually Kanye though, or is it just him producing?
That's Nas's album, but it's Kanye produced, and Kanye has some moments on there too.
Bro, I liked Nas back in the day, but I don't know. I haven't listened to him in like years, bro. I haven't listened to him since I was like back in high school, like 10 years ago. So I don't know, man.
So you ain't gonna have a throwback day?
I might not. I don't know.
You ain't gonna listen to Berg. You listen to Nas yet?
I tried to listen to it. I didn't really like it. I wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah. I don't think he's making music for me. I don't think that's supposed to be me. Like I think that's supposed to be the Nas fans who's always loved Nas, who grew up on Nas. I didn't really grow up on Nas. I'm too young for that.
I'm not sure if the general consensus is that was a good album or not. I'm not sure what the internet's saying about it, but I know I didn't like that album, and I didn't like that Jay-Z Beyonce stuff either. Like that stuff was trash to me.
Bro, thinking about it though, if Nas was trying to get like the old Nas viewers, the people who grew up on Nas, to like that joint, why would he do it with Kanye? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Like all them old, like all the old heads of hip hop, like hate Kanye right now. Like,
yeah,
that's kind of weird.
Well, that's how it goes. Nick!
Got some really sad news yesterday that XXXtentacion was actually shot and killed. Very sad, obviously. Anytime there is a loss of a life is extremely sad, especially of someone who has influenced so many people and inspired so many people. Now, I know there's a lot of people who aren't the biggest fans of X. I know he has made mistakes previously in life, but it's still extremely sad. So I send my condolences to his friends, family, and loved ones. Extremely sad. And yeah,
to his listeners too, dog. You didn't even talk about the listeners. People like his music.
And yeah, if he inspired you, influenced you, man, I send my condolences. It's just really sad. I messed with some of his music. He made some really good music.
So you were a fan?
Talented.
He's
an
probably
extremely
wasn't a
talented
fan,
guy.
I had to say.
I
I listened to that one
of...
song and that was it. Like I heard that one song that everybody else heard. And that's all I've heard. But like, it does suck. I mean, he's a 20-year-old kid basically. Like, that's a shame. And I'm more mad that, like, it was all over Twitter and, like, social media and stuff. Like, the way it was done, like, it's in such a bad taste. Like, really? Like, ugh.
There's
like,
some really
I didn't need to see
yesterday.
someone getting shot and killed, like, on Twitter. Like, I didn't need that. Like, he didn't need that. His family didn't need it. Like, that's not how it should be. Like, those are images that those people close to him probably will never forget, like, in their head and stuff. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure they probably wouldn't want to see that. But, yeah, that does suck, man. That's a shame. I mean, again, 20. That's younger than all of us. Crazy to think about.
Yeah,
so.
that is crazy.
Yep. All right, moving on to something a little bit more positive to end the podcast. I want to end it on a little bit better of a note. But what have you been watching this week, Nicholas? Anything good? Anything? I know you got something
say
good.
The catch. You can't do the Whatcha Watching. Like
You
he
didn't
said.
say what you're watching.
He said, what have you been watching? You can't just start.
I'm
Whatcha
not
Watching. Give me one, Shay. Give me one.
You give me a good tag.
Whatcha Watching.
That's not that good. Try it again.
Whatcha Watching.
Whoa, why are you yelling? It's supposed to be
Whatcha
watching.
Try again.
Right.
Whatcha Watching.
Okay, that's a little better. I mean,
Bird,
not
you
really.
got one in you?
No.
Okay.
What have you been watching, Nicholas? What you watching? There you go.
Funny that you asked, Bake. Okay, so a new season of The Ranch came out on Netflix. That's a really
like that show?
The seasons are really short. What?
Did you like it? Did you watch it and you like it or not?
I watched it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was pretty good. I watched it. It's an easy watch because there's only 20-minute episodes. There's only 10 a season, so it goes by super quick. Also was watching a ton of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That show's fire, obviously. Been keeping up with MasterChef. Also, the new season of Kimmy Schmidt. Been watching that a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been watching, honestly. But I definitely got some Netflix in this week.
Okay, all right. I watched, I guess moving on to me, I was watching a little bit of that Splitting Up Together on Hulu. Watched a little
That
bit of
shit's
that.
trash. I wanted
What?
to say that.
I like that show.
shit
Why
is
are you doing that? I
Bro,
like that show.
I was watching the first episode
What?
of that joint, and I couldn't get through it. That joint was terrible.
All right, I don't agree with you. I like the show, so I don't agree with you.
Does it get better after the first episode?
I think it's good show. I don't know. I mean, it's good, yeah. But I'm like through episode 7
I
or
hated
something.
the first episode.
All right, well, this isn't what you've been watching. It's what I've been
I just
watching.
wanted to say that.
So, yeah, I've been watching that a
So
little
you've
bit.
been watching some trash. What else, buddy?
Nah, I've been watching that. It was good. I watched, did I watch a couple movies? Yeah, I watched Just Friends on Netflix. That's a good classic with Ryan Reynolds.
Classic.
Yeah, it's classic.
Classic.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Fire.
I know it's only from 2005, but what else did I watch? I watched a couple scary movies with my girl this week. We watched the, what's it called? Grave Encounter movies. Those are funny and good. I don't know, they're a little spooky, but at the same time, they're not. But they got some good jump scares. I like those scare movies. So, yeah, nothing too crazy. Watch some movies.
Okay.
Might hit the movies this week, because there's what? New Incredibles movie. Might go watch that.
Yeah, that
Mr.
joint
Incredible.
dropped.
Incredibles 2. But I don't even remember the first one, man. Too long ago. It was like fucking
Yeah, I need to rewatch it. I haven't
15
seen it
years
in
ago or something like that. It's like 15 years old, so I'm getting old. So I gotta rewatch that maybe before I go. But yeah, there's some good stuff in theaters nowadays too. I think there's a new Star Wars movie too, and a whole bunch of stuff. So
Yeah, that Han Solo joint. Did that come out?
I think it did. If not, it's coming out this next week or so. But definitely,
Yeah.
it's in theaters.
Oh,
So,
that
yeah.
Ocean's 8 movie came out. That one looks really good.
I never
too.
followed up with the Ocean's 13 and Ocean's all that.
I haven't watched any of them, but it's got like a crazy cast. Like it's got Sandra
They
Bullock
always
in it,
do.
Rihanna,
They
Priyanka
always
Chopra. Like the cast is crazy. Anne Hathaway.
They always have crazy casts, I feel like. But, Berg, what you watching? What you watching? Whatever.
Well, I haven't been watching anything.
There you go. I like that. Nothing at
Bro,
all.
are you gonna contribute to this podcast at all? You can't
haven't
even
been
do the
watching
one
anything.
fucking segment
You want me
that-
to lie?
Yes, you've been watching Kimmy Schmidt. You could say
I said that last week. And
You
the
could
week
say
before.
it again.
No,
That's
You've
you
been
can't.
trash
watching
content.
shit.
No. I'm not gonna tell them I'm watching the same sad fucking show every fucking week. They're not stupid.
They need to know, man. Thanks for watching episode 13 of the YuckCast. We didn't have any quite good questions this week. Be better and ask us better questions using hashtag YuckCast on Twitter. Also, rate us 5 stars if you fuck with us.
I mess with that. I like that. Get us that 5 stars. I appreciate that, fam.
Give us 5 stars. We're on SoundCloud, we're on iTunes, we're on YouTube, and we have a Twitter page, so follow us on all our platforms.
New episodes
I'm Nick
every
Bolson,
Wednesday.
Shake and Bake Cullenberger. You guys
Yeah.
have a good day, man. Take it easy. Peace.
Have a good summer. Everybody should be on break by now.
Bye.